Welcome back to Dark Skies, the Nemansk incident. This time we're having a little bunker party. There are already a lot more details here. And I really like this prop. That's a great prop. You don't see details like this in Game Guru often. Can't pick that up, okay.
You don't
Whoa.
know what you're doing here. Go away.
Well, actually, sir, I have you know that I'm here to disable the radar.
Is somebody there? Hello? Am I getting crazy?
I like those voice lines that you added. They add a lot of atmosphere. Combined with the lighting, it's really cool. I know people give Game Guru's rendering and graphics a lot of shit, but apart from the really violent specular effects on the wall here, this kind of reminds me of Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. The interiors, I mean. And those are professionally made games, you know. This is really cool. It's artistically solid, it's atmospheric, it's evocative. I always feel that it's kind of unfair and completely over... How do you say?
How did he get in there?
It's expected too much of people to have the same visual quality than... Oh my god. I apologize. I'm going to start from the beginning. I think it's just not realistic for people to assume that independent developers and especially single-person studios like DK Productions can make a game that looks like current AAA titles. People always bring up console generations like, oh my god, this looks like a PlayStation 3 game. But yeah, we are hobbyists. We are not professional 3D artists, we're not professional level designers, we're not professional texture artists, and so forth. So our games are going to look older. They're going to look a little bit less polished than a multi-million-dollar release. And I know there are games in Unreal Engine and Unity that look amazing. But the overwhelming majority of those that have been made by very small studios or single developers use pre-made asset packs by, again, professional artists who sell those. So seeing a game that looks like this, with all these detail, with all these grime, the loose tiles on the floor, the shader work, the texture work, this is a lot of effort and work. Yes, it's 2022, but computer graphics don't make themselves, even if you have good hardware. People overestimate the technical aspects and completely brush the artistic effort by the wayside. Yeah, that was my little rant. All I'm trying to say is, I love the way this looks. You really made a lot out of Game Guru here.
Leave me alone!
Yeah, I'm going to leave you alone now. Back to the normal commentary. These grenades are pretty useless though. But I appreciate that these are custom grenades. This is Duchencube's version of a controller from Stalker, and I think it's cool that he took his time to implement it, but I'm not really a fan of it. It's a Model Pack 4 character from FPS creator that is semi-retextured, and I don't know. It's kind of quaint. Physics. Oh well.
I will shut that damn thing down, and there is nothing you can do about it.
I really like the voice actor. At first I was ambivalent about him due to the strong accent, but by now I've really grown attached to him. But it was a really good call to hire someone like that, because now Vizinov has a real personality behind him. It's not just a player character. This is something really DK Productions does a fantastic job. We're going to see more of it later. These cave environments. We're going to enter one exactly now. I said now. And here we are. I mean, look at this. It looks really natural and organic.
I need to find a way out of here and report to the headquarters as soon as possible. I also need to talk to Commander Vorobey. But what should I tell him? That there was a freaking mutant crawling in the radio station? I'll see. Right now I have other problems.
Excuse me. I'm also a big fan of DK's music. He and I both make our own music for the games, and he has a lot of influence by Eric Rogers, who made the soundtrack for Thief 3. And they're always very atmospheric, so big plus on that one. The combat kinda works in these enclosed areas, a lot better than in the open areas. For me personally, the game is a little too easy, but I know that if you make it harder, you are going to have complaints on Steam. So I think you strike a good balance. The audio for the video is a bit out of sync, for which I apologize. I don't know what causes this. I'm not actually a YouTuber or someone who does videos, so I'm just winging it.
This could be the exit. I can't wait to smell fresh air again.
Sniper rifles are overpowered in the game. You see, I just rounded a corner like this. It would be a good idea to spawn an enemy the instant I do, like this, if there would be an enemy right here now. That way I can't just cheese them all with the sniper rifle. I generally think that spawning enemies closer to the player would be a good idea for this game. Simply because it gives the AI less chance to bug out or to just stand there and do nothing.
Oh no, the tunnel is not over yet.
I absolutely love this area of the level. I also enjoy that you have a lot of little props now. I remember earlier versions of Dark Skies where the same little box or barrel would be in every single shelf. Now you have a believable variety of stuff that you would really see in a bunker like this. DK Productions is someone that listens to feedback, which, believe it or not, even in the indie scene is not all that common. This game really does the most, almost the most, of Game Guru's graphical abilities. Which I know will be laughable for newer people born after the year 2000. But if you've been around for the 3D revolution, the first 3D accelerated cards, Half-Life 2 and all that, you still find a lot of charm in these visuals. There was something to the way older games looked that is lost in modern titles, at least in my opinion, and I know I'm not alone with this. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Feel free to tell me in the comments if you like. Yeah, you have the texture of the PPSH on the knife, you see? There.
I will kill you all.
It's not that important, but I would fix that, to be honest. But I really do enjoy the PPSH as a weapon in this game. It's just a nice detail to find something Soviet in the Soviet bunker. Although I think Soviet in English is Soviet. I would complain about the fact that the water lowers the movement speed of the player, but it's kind of realistic and you can't really have special animations for it in Game Guru, so the way you made it it's pretty okay. I can live with it. Little haunted game. Yeah, the mutants are not really a threat in the game. But I honestly don't mind a little shooting gallery here and there. Ah, the movement speed, it's so slow. Back when I was a kid, my friends and I would always explore abandoned places, old construction sites, abandoned buildings, the sewers actually one time. And you kind of nailed the underground concrete maze feeling in this. I mean, of course there are the paranormal elements, but the overall feeling is pretty spot on. What's missing is a bit more echoey sound. But you're also limited when it comes to that in Game Guru. It's rarely really talked about, but the sound possibilities in the Game Guru engines are really piss poor. There's very little you can do. And for me at least, a lot of sounds don't decide not to play. I'm glad that this game does not have this problem. Ah, now we get to this area, which is wonderful.
Never came close to this.
You know, it wasn't needed. This could have just been a dumb mutant shooter, but elements like this add a bit of a mystery to the game. And I love that you remixed the soundtrack from the Stalker movie from the 70s. Same with the visuals a little. That's just really cool and creative to me.
I'm inside a sunken bunker. I wasn't able to get a connection the whole time.
Finally, we can reach you. Great job of disabling the interference signal. You need to get out of there. Given the circumstances, the government has agreed to send additional resources and soldiers.
I don't know how you did it, but I can tell by the voice acting that this is not real.
Are you sure about this? We still
It's not just the context where it's obvious, but it's also the way the radio guy speaks. He's too happy, he's too friendly. It's very subtle, but you nailed it. It's cool that you managed this.
I'm on my way.
And yeah, I know I shit on Game Guru a lot because it's just not a good engine. But I had a lot of fun with it, and impact decor when you shoot the water is actually kind of cool. It's better than the one I have in Unreal Engine right now. I have no idea how you made these barrels to float, actually. I really wouldn't even remotely understand how to handle this if I wanted to do it myself. How was this guy damaging me from all the way over there? Oh well.
Listen off, you fool. Did you really think it was over yet?
I remember back in the day, the old Steam version used to end right here. And we're back. I know I usually initially said that I would make only 3 levels per episode, but that would have made this episode a bit short, so I added this level on top.
We saw that the interference signal was shut down. Great work.
Sorry, but what are you talking about? I already talked to you 30 minutes ago.
What do you mean? Are you okay, Vizinov? We tried to contact you several times, but the connection was too weak.
I was standing in front of some kind of light source. I never saw anything like it. I was talking to you, and you told me that the government sent backup. You also said that my mission is over, and that I will get an evac.
I am really concerned about your mental health. We didn't talk since we dropped you near the border. So, it must be some kind of hallucination or something.
I don't know. My head hurts, and I'm a little beside myself.
Again, you can tell that the handler sounds concerned.
I'm kind of alright, despite everything I saw down there.
I know that this isn't Oscar-worthy acting or anything, but it's right. It fits the game, it's good.
Data shows that there are 4 anti-air missile vehicles in your current area. Destroy them and any personnel that might be guarding it. After you are done with that, we will send a science team and a doctor to the zone. We need you in here. The government has not approved any backup yet. I am risking my neck here. They are trying to keep it secret at all costs. But I can't leave you in there without any help.
All right. I will destroy the 4 anti-air missiles and clear the way for your science team.
Okay, destroy 4 anti-air missiles. It's a really classic FPS game objective. I like these new details, these fluorescent tree stumps. I can only repeat myself, but for a Google game this really has an otherworldly charm to it. A real strong art direction. It's always nice when a game gives you a sense of place. Many independent, especially the tactical shooter variety, just have you run around between shipping containers and some kind of concrete maze. This whole game has a vibe to it, even if it's low tech as fuck. Mutant model is really cool. It's just a bit weird that every mutant out here has the same pipe stuck to his head. But okay, fine. This shack hasn't always been here, has it? It is. Oh, look at that. Here we go, número 2. I knew that there has to be something up here, and here it is. Ammo. And a decorative case. Oh, that's my ancient tree planter model. I think this could use a different texture because it looks like a giant heap of concrete. Generally speaking, there are some things I think I did better in Game Guru than DK Productions, but when it comes to these outdoor levels, these the crown king of Game Guru. I mean, he is in general. I'm speaking strictly level design. Ah, this thing is really lovely. Oh boy. The old shelf, the old... This is not going to be interesting for the audience, but there are many really old models of mine that I made when I was like a teenager still. And they still find their ways into games.
Headquarters told me that you are in a swamp currently. We will drive to a safe bunker, not far from your location. Once you have finished your mission, you should meet us there.
All right. See you soon.
I am 30 years old, by the way, so finding old models of mine in video games like this is always just fun. I'm sure you can understand. I mean, if I made them as a teenager and now I'm significantly older, still seeing work of yours being used is kind of a badge of honor, really. Makes you proud and all that. I hope you understand. Let's blow this thing up. I'm going to ignore most of these mutants because there's no way that I have enough ammunition for all of them. And even though you have all these characters running around, the game doesn't lag. This entire level looks like it should lag, but it doesn't. You really know how to use the same asset over and over without anyone really noticing that you're doing that. At this point I'm going to run around a little looking for the last anti-air missile carrier. That one wasn't that easy to find. But the map is interesting enough to warrant a little exploration, and as you can see, I'm trying to get up on this tower to have a better look, but it's going to be hidden away on the left from me right now. I'm going to find it eventually. Bear with me until I do. Oh yeah, that shotgun, it really shreds. I think this is the first useful shotgun in any Game Guru game that I've ever played. I think it's a bit sad. I mean, I mentioned earlier that I'm a little bit older than some people in the indie development community in general. And this game in particular would have been probably printed on magazine discs, if anyone remembers those, and there would be articles about it and so on. if it came out if it had come out a decade ago. But these days the market is so oversaturated and there's so many indie games being made, so many indie games in Unity and Unreal Engine, so much stuff just being constantly thrown out. It especially accelerated during the pandemic. That games like this are now overlooked, which I find a bit unfair. Because I remember having magazine articles and having games printed on really magazine discs that were crummy FPS creator games that didn't work half of the time. Nothing with even the remotely the production value of Dark Skies, and well, it's just, I find it lamentable just what became of indie development. I guess that if you provide the technology for everyone to make a game, the downside of that is that now everyone is making a game. Anyway, just a little tangent on the side. We're pretty much done here. Ah, you see I've folded the gun, the shoulder stock thing. You can do that in the game. Most people probably don't know that. Now you know. It's not really useful though. Now I'm going to enter this compound, and that is going to conclude the video.
We are inside. Get in.
You see, it's good.
Need to talk.
All right.
So yeah, thank you for watching. I wish you a wonderful day. Keep it sleazy. See you in the next one. Bye.